Good morning. It is currently Saturday the 19th of July and I am 2 weeks out from my first bodybuilding show. I've just got back from the gym and showered. I'm about to sit down and film a review reloaded of this drink. I tried this before I started prep. I didn't like it, so I'm going to try it again and see how much prep has changed my taste. But yeah, I've just got back from the gym. I filmed a full workout and today we're going to talk about how to grow your legs. So let's get into it. Right, let's get into it. So we are just currently warming up there on the treadmill. I think it's good to get, I have to get 13,000 steps a day on prep at the moment anyway, so I'm happy to do that at the start of the session. But if you guys are looking for a rough amount, usually just like 5 to 10 minutes, you just want to get the blood flowing and get everything warm. And then once you've been on the treadmill for a little while, we usually hop into these dynamic stretches, which I'm doing here. I think it's good to have a mixture of dynamic and static stretching. Dynamic's just your moving stretches. But yeah, you don't want to do your static stretches while you're still cold, because you don't want to pull anything or put any strain on anything that's not got good blood flow yet. So yeah, I usually just do a quick walk on the treadmill and then some dynamic stretching to get warmed up. Alright, and we're starting off with the abductors and adductors. So this is an exercise I would say a lot of us men don't do. Shout out to all the women that hit the gym. I see a lot of girls hitting this on their lower day, smashing it out, ripping like double the amount of weight that I've got on there. But boys, if you don't do these, you need to start doing them. Stop just doing 3 sets of leg extensions and leg press and squats. We need to train our entire lower body, train those stabilizing muscles, because then on your compound movements, your heavy lifts, those muscles will be able to help out your large muscle groups more, and you'll be able to push more weight, and you will see better growth in your legs. And I'm only saying that because that's what I've experienced. That's my personal opinion. That's not science-based or anything, but there would be science to back it. That if you train all of the muscles you can train, you don't want muscle imbalances pretty much. So yeah, but then we are hopping in to one of the more sought after exercises, which is the seated leg curl. Now the seated leg curl, I think there's studies out there that show that this one does have better kind of return for muscle growth compared to the lying leg curl. Personally, I do both on my lower day because this is my hamstring focused day. But yeah, you can see here, I'm leaning forward. The further forward you can be in that seat, the better. So just leaning forward, really squeezing down on that one. And I had a bit of a tough time getting out of the machine, obviously. But yeah, now we got pendulum press. Beautiful piece of kit, honestly. I feel so blessed to train at the gym that I go to. We have the best equipment, and this is one of the things that keeps me there. And with this movement, you want to come down till your hips are in line with your knees, and then drive yourself up through your heels. You can see here I've not got like heaps of weight on here. I'm just controlling the movement, keeping the pressure on the quads. Time under tension is important, and you can see through this whole set, I'm just making sure that everything's moving slow and controlled. I'm driving through my heels. I'm not bouncing the weight. My heels aren't coming off the plate. My back's nice and flat on the back support there. So it's just a slow controlled movement for me, so I don't need too much weight on there to feel it in the quads. And you can see when I hop out that the quads are feeling it, and the legs are starting to get a bit stiff. So it's a good sign that I'm working hard. I'm giving it a good push. Another thing I wanted to mention is frequency for training your legs. Boys, don't go in and do leg extensions for like 10 sets or just like absolutely smash your quads and then not be able to walk for 4 days. Train like 2 times a week if you can. Frequency of twice a week for your big muscle groups. I know for me personally, it's made a huge difference. Because usually, you should be sore for like 1 to 2 days, maybe 3 days in some cases. But anything over 3 days, you know, sometimes they say that that's overtraining. There's a bit of study out there that you're probably doing more damage than good, because you don't grow when you train. You grow muscle when you repair from the training. And if you're not repairing, that's probably a sign that you might not be growing, which we really want to keep an eye on that, because that's why we train. Completely skipped the leg extension there, sorry team, but you guys already know how to do that one. You kind of just want to get the feet up in line, or your ankle up in line with your knee. Keep the pressure on the quads the whole time, keep them squeezed. Then we've got the lying leg curl. This one I actually prefer to the seated, but I know it's not as good for growing the hammies. But on this one, pushing the hips down into the seat so you're not lifting your ass too much. I do lift my ass a bit on this, I'm not going to lie. My form's not great, but this is one of the movements that I didn't used to do. I used to neglect my hamstrings a lot, but now that I've been on prep and done a good off season, I've focused on these movements, and it's actually increased my leg gains a lot. Finishing up, this is the second to last exercise. We just have some calf raises. These are pretty standard. Like, I just do 3 sets of 12. I try to control it down and then drive it up. I've always had pretty weak calves, so not too much weight on the stack there, as you can see. But yeah, I'm just focused on the mind muscle connection with this one and getting a good squeeze on the calves. I should have chucked the shorts on for this so we can see the calf gains, but then again, I probably would have embarrassed myself a bit, so it's all good. And the last exercise, we have the goated hip thrust. I never touched this machine until about 6 months ago. I know some of you boys probably would think you would think stuff that I'm never doing that exercise. But I'm telling you, this is just one of those things. We add in that variation, you add in some exercises that you haven't done before, and you will see returns. This could be why at 2 weeks out, I've got striated glutes. Apparently it's hard for naturals to get striated glutes and hamstrings. Well, my glutes are shredded, bruz. So, you know, if I'm going to credit it to anything, it's probably this machine. So yeah, definitely give those a go. My form on that is probably pretty dog ass. Like I say, I haven't been doing them for long, but enough of that. Let's see how the legs are looking, boys. We're 2 weeks out. I am competing in classics, so the legs will be on display. And I'm pretty happy with how we're looking here. We've got good definition up to the top of the quad. We've got some striations, you know, a bit of feathering on the outside of the quad there. And then yeah, even from the side, we can see the definitive line between the quads, the hammies. There's good separation there, and the veins. Damn, brother's got some veins around those kneecaps. I don't know what's going on there. Must have bad blood flow or something. But yeah, and the core's coming in good as well. So yeah, guys, that'll be the full leg day. I appreciate you guys sticking around for another video. If you enjoyed it, I'll catch you in the next one.